podcast ride. Buckle up, let dreams collide.
We do this despite lack of views, because we don't have anything to lose.
It's 30 weeks and our podcast.
Every episode worse than the last.
Our voices ramble in harmony.
Makes 1, 2,
and 3.
Alrighty, new day, new episode, new guest star. Let's go, guys.
No, we can't go yet. We just started. Let's not go, guys. In fact, let's stay, guys.
You guys are funny.
You don't even know the half of it.
Hey, I can be pretty funny when I want to be. Unless I can't, in which case I can't.
So, we gonna let the guest star introduce herself yet, or what?
Well, we would if you two dicks would be quiet. But, yeah, go ahead, mate. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh, geez. A bit. I never know when to shush up, but alright. Here we go. So, hi. My name is Finn, she/her, if you couldn't already tell by the badge I'm wearing. And I am neurodivergent. I'm the blue cat. Oh, and I remade the ThreeMaze podcast photo, but in my art style, and replacing the people as their personas. Well, aside from Kaz, who didn't really have one. So I asked them, and they said to just make it as a rat, like Flim's. Oh, and mine isn't a fursona, but a cat-sona. It's just meant to be me as a cat. Although I am a furry too, though. And on the topic of the art that I drew here, yes, I am an artist. And my art, as well as my friend Felicity's, because we share the same account that used to belong to her sister's Trinity, can be found on the Deviant art account called TinyDrawingsOnPaper. Here's some of my art, maybe up on the screen now, but not forcing or anything. And yeah, thank you guys for having me. You don't know how much of a big deal this is to me, and well, Felicity too. But yeah, I've been watching your guys' content for a bit now, and I really like your guys' art and stuff. And so yeah, that's about it. Thanks.
That was a lot of information. A good lot, mind, but a lot nonetheless.
So, just to clarify here, you're not just an artist like me, but you're also a furry, like me, neurodivergent, like me, and you basically redrew that podcast photo. When we never asked you to, you just did that just to do that?
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds more impressive than it is. But yeah, pretty much.
I think it's neat. To be honest, I don't have money to commission people half the time, and I'm still taking a long break from art myself. No thanks to someone. So, I don't really have much art of my little rat guy. So, this is pretty cool there.
Yeah, I know how you feel with that person there. My friend Felicity was trying to be nice to them and try to make them be nice as well, which seemed to be working at first. But then they went and traced someone's art and lied about it being traced, and now things are just bad between them.
Hey, look, that person is just never going to learn. They don't really care, if we're being honest. I mean, you guys are artists. We're artists. You guys are neurodivergent. Well, me and Flim are neurodivergent. We hate art tracers and AI art as much as you do. If anything, we'd be better friends than them. Also, I did see the fan art that you made a bit ago of my web series pal, Will, there. So, we're just automatically friends at that point. So,
I'm sorry. Did you just successfully try to make a friend?
Dude, I know. I even shocked myself there.
Well, then that's also something we have in common then. Me and Felicity are also bad at making friends.
Dude, I swear, that's gotta be like a neurodivergent thing.
So, if I'm not reading you incorrectly, you're offering to become friendies then?
Actually, I could use more neurodivergent friends. All I really got is Willow, and she doesn't count because she's one of my partners.
Dude, we're actually witnessing history here. This dude, who is terrible at making friends and couldn't even make one to save their life, just ended up making a friend here.
Wait, but actually, I never went up to any of you guys to make friends. See, I met Kaz through Flim, who I met Flim through an old ex of mine, who he went up to me to become friends in the first place. Nameless, aka that nameless one, he joined my Roblox server when I had anyone could join turned on, and he started talking to me. Only exception is Willow, because I mustered up the courage to tell her that I liked her avatar, and we just sort of clicked after that.
Today's episode brought to you by the magic of friendship.
Well, if any friendship is magical, I'd say it's this one. Like, not even exaggerating here, these guys are like the greatest friends you could ask for. Like, we'll be chatting, right? And then they'll ask, like, if I've eaten anything today. Or like, Flim, yeah? We were chatting the other day, yeah? And he was just like, hey, you should go drink some water, right? And I'm all like, nah, we're in the middle of something. I don't want to get up and interrupt right now. I'll do it later. And this guy goes all like, look, I'll go get some water too. I'm gonna head to the loo and grab some water. By the time you're done getting water, I should be back. Like, I don't deserve these guys. Why do they care about me like that? But they do. If anything, these guys are more family than friends at this point. Flim especially, because like a few years ago, me and my mom had moved out and left my dad, right? And then when I was telling Flim about it, he was all like, hey, mate, I'm here for you. If you ever need help with anything, I'll be your dad. I'll help you out. And if I can't help, then my dad would be more than happy. He took Kaz under his wing after they came out, and I'm sure he'd be just as happy to take you too. Dude, I'm crying. I can't with these guys.
That's nothing special, man. That's just what friends do. If your friends aren't looking out for you, making sure you're okay, then they're not really your friends. I appreciate it, but that's just friends.
So, not to interrupt or anything, but so is the topic of this episode friends then? Because other than that, we haven't really set a topic for today's episode.
Actually, not related to the topic of the episode per se, but I have a really funny idea for the title of this episode. We should call this episode We Stole Someone's Friend, and then it's just us stealing the bad person's friend like that.
Let me clarify here though. I was never their friend, just Felicity. And she was only trying to be nice to this person to try and get them to stop being bad, which ended up failing. None of us are their friend anymore.
Well, see? There, it already worked. Actually, since I just remembered this, and before my ADHD brain forgets this again, I had something I wanted to ask you while you were here.
Me? Alright, what's the question?
So, I was browsing your art on DeviantArt earlier, just to kind of check out your guys' stuff, I guess, and I noticed that you were collecting points, so I was just sort of wondering if you'd be down to draw something for me in your style if I were to give you enough points for it.
Well, it would depend on what exactly you'd want, and how many characters too, but just maybe, yes.
See, I have a few personas that I wouldn't mind getting drawn in your style there, and I was kind of hoping that you could draw just a few.
Well, I don't do commissions for anyone, just because it's too much work, and I don't check my DeviantArt notifications on my laptop that often. But if it's for a friend like you, and you're just wanting the one, how about a proposal that we do an art trade instead? I draw a few of your characters, you draw a few of mine.
I could draw a little something. Yeah, you can send me a message on DeviantArt later, and we'll work it out from there.
Deal.
Oh, sure. Do an art trade with the person you just met, but not me or Kaz, who you've known for years now.
Hey, you stopped drawing because of a stupid meanie, and Kaz stopped drawing because they hated their art style and hardly had the time to draw. That's on you guys.
Alright, so, art trade started, friendship made. Anyone got anything they want to talk about for the next topic?
Well, Finn's the guest star here. Let's let her pick.
Me? Alright then. How about fandoms? And being in too many of them at once.
Oh, I've been there. Right now, I'm balls deep, metaphorically speaking, in Flojo's roommate's lore, a bit of Homestuck, as well as Invader Zim on the side, among many fandoms actually, might I add. And I still occasionally hyper-fixate myself back into the My Little Pony fandom. It's a mess. My brain is just a filing cabinet with all the drawers open and papers just scattered everywhere.
Oh, don't even get me started. I've got 1 foot in indie animations, 1 in indie horror games, and my other 2 feet are somehow simultaneously merged in old school Doctor Who and whatever Star Trek series of the many that exist catch my interest. It's a logistical nightmare trying to keep all the timelines straight.
You think that's bad? Try being in the Star Wars fandom. It's not a fandom, it's a geopolitical conflict. There's prequel apologists, sequel defenders, original purists, and then the Mandalorian crowd who think they're above it all. I once sat through a 5-hour argument with my friends about whether a protocol droid could feel love. 5 hours.
I'm sorry I brought it up. I thought I'd just share some stuff about the zillion fandoms I'm a part of and let you guys talk about yours.
Hey, don't worry about it, mate. You of all people should know how chaotic these episodes can be. It literally says in the full 3-mate song, my co-hosts make things so chaotic. But, how about we just focus on the one fandom for now? So, go on, let's have it. What's the one fandom that you're currently the most fixated on at the moment?
Well, I've always been a fan of this, but lately, I've been getting really back into the Backyardigans again, actually, and my brain is completely rotten with thoughts about my new Backyardigans alternate universe. It's not even a proper alternate universe, though. Just a scenario that I've been thinking about where my Backyardigans OC ends up moving into the same neighborhood as the Backyardigans and becomes friends and goes on their adventures with them sometimes. And it's all just a big fun mess.
Oh, so you have fun creating OCs for your various fandoms then?
Oh yeah, so many. See, OCs in general, I have over 40 probably different just cat OCs alone, as well as other animal OCs. See, I like to make character designs. Then I rarely do anything with them before making new character designs. But as for fandom, well, I don't have too many of those just yet. But I do have my guy Rascal the Kangaroo here, who is the Backyardigans OC there. You can put him on screen if you would want to, Kaz. And then there's my PB&J Otter OC, who is an otter that I don't want to give too much on her yet, because I haven't posted her on DeviantArt yet. I also, of course, have a Bluey OC, but recently I've been working on both school stuff and this animation that should be up and posted to the Felicity and Finne Productions YouTube channel once this episode is up. So I haven't had much time recently to draw these guys much. So I don't have the Bluey or the PB&J Otter one finished yet. But as for OCs, that aren't part of any fandoms or anything, since I didn't give you guys much on the fandom ones. Well, there's my first ever OC that I made, not including my cat Sona, which is technically my first, but my first ever OC I made, named Graphite, who, let's just say, was a bit too popular, and a certain someone with 64 in their username was drawing icky stuff with my characters, which is why I hate them even more than I started. But, yeah, he's based off of a pencil because thanks to a certain pencil-obsessed web series character, I too started to collect different pencil brands and become obsessed. And he's not even my only pencil-themed character, because there's also a dragon OC of mine, Ledley, who is based off of when pencils used to use lead a lot instead of the now widely used graphite. And so, back to cats, there's also Catty, who is another pretty old OC of mine, who I've actually been working on a novel with Catty and graphite, because I was designing a book cover for something for my class, and as we were learning about story writing in my SN class. And there's this one named Aaron, who's like this super edgy but sweet when you get to know him, angel dragon demon hybrid guy, who's basically my second main little dragon OC baby. He's my second most developed and favorite dragon OC I've made, with the first one being Fitzgold, who I originally made by picking random colors from the color wheel with my eyes closed, with the exception of me picking a few accent colors and stuff myself, but mostly colors picked with my eyes closed. And I made the design eyes open, obviously, and I didn't really like his design at first with the colors, but he's really started to grow on me. So, and now, before I make this episode go on until Christmas, how about I not bring up any more OCs and, I just shush now, okay? Okay.
Right. Okay. So, a lot to unpack there. My ADHD's having a field day just reading all that. Graphite, the pencil-themed cat guy, getting, defiled by, let's just say, someone who should really deactivate their Deviant account and get off of the internet. That's a very specific brand of internet trauma, mate. I sort of know how I feel myself, though, so I feel that in my soul, for real.
Can we just, ignoring the creep that we all know and hate by now, circle back to the part about the novel? You're writing a novel and making a cover for it, too? That's... I mean, I've written a thing or two in my time on my Wattpad account that, granted, I haven't written anything on there in a while, but, you got my interest, so tell us more.
Oh, well, you see, it's basically all based off of, because on Valentine's Day, me and my family ended up watching Silver Bullet, which is an old Stephen King movie about werewolves. Specifically hunting one and trying to end it. And since I was already getting trauma with werewolves, because someone who I'm not trying to be rude to that much on things, because it's probably related to trauma and they probably draw this kinds of stuff because of their bad childhood they had, but I decided to draw some art of Catty where she saw the movie and then decided to go werewolf hunting with Graphite, who tries to convince her that not all werewolves are bad and related. And then, when the assignment came up for coming up with a book, well, I already had the idea there. So my novel is about Catty, who ends up becoming a werewolf hunter, and Graphite, who is there with her, as well as a few other characters who make an appearance, and maybe even a werewolf character of my own, who maybe I made to try and be the complete opposite of those nasty werewolf designs of pre-existing web series characters that I really wish they didn't make, but you'll just have to wait until I'm finished with the novel to find out. Although, I'm not too sure where I'm gonna post it online yet, though.
Huh. Neat. Actually, I haven't watched Silver Bullet in like a hot decade. I don't even know if I brought it with me when we moved, actually, because a lot of stuff was hard to find or just got knocked off the shelves and wrecked by my cats, so some stuff we just never brought with us. But, yeah, big Stephen King fan myself here. Me and Flim often screen share stuff like Invader Zim episodes, YouTube videos by YouTubers we like, and even some good horror movies. If I can find it online, maybe we'll watch it sometime. Good excuse to work on some art while watching it, too. Well, me, anyways, since Flim let someone's rage bait and get to him and stop drawing art still.
Whoa there. I haven't fully stopped drawing art. I'm just taking an extended sabbatical. A very long, very extended, maybe I'll get back to it, maybe I won't, sabbatical.
Bro, I just had to look up what the peck a sabbatical is. Kaz best be putting the definition of that up on screen, cause ain't no one heard of a sabbatical before you brought it up.
Loss coming for Mr. I have ADHD and I don't know a lot of big words, let alone how to spell them. Yeah, okay, bud.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that not just that guy, but a lot of the internet has ruined werewolves for a lot of us, and many other things too. But it's not like this is anything new, to be fair. The internet exists. It's bound to have weirdos posting weird content, whether we like it or not.
Right? That's what I've been trying to tell Felicity, that there's just that many people like that, and that she can't try to fix them all, and to just block them and let it go. But she just insists, or something.
Hey, Kaz, this topic is kind of getting a little heavy, and Finn is the guest star here, so it should really be her call and all. But, I was wondering if we could start to wrap up the episode now. As fun as this is, and trust me, I'd stay here for weeks, if I could, talking about not just mine, but also Finn's special interests and all. But it's starting to come up to 3:30 for me, and I should really get supper going before my mom gets home.
Oh, right, of course. Go ahead, mate. Let's end it here before we start debating the moral complexities of zombie apocalypses or something stupid.
Alright then. So, we're friends now? Like, we can just chat and whatnot whenever? Like, friends?
Hey, mate. When you brought up PB&J Otters earlier, I nearly died. It took me everything not to just start rambling about that show, making this episode turn into just talking about PB&J. I don't know many people who still like that show, and as someone who grew up watching it and still has a special attachment to it, we're more than just friends at that point. You ever want to chat? Then we gonna chat. My hyperfixations and special interests are very similar to yours. I'm sure we'd be able to chat for hours.
When two neurodivergent people become friends and just rant about their hyperfixations.
Well, I can't do that with you exactly. We both have ADHD, but I am the only one here with the tism to go with it.
See, look, now we got every flavor of neurodivergent here. We got the tism, the ADHD, and then you with the both.
Yeah, see, you guys are lucky because you just have the ADHD and you just have the tism, but me, I'm cursed with the both here.
Hey, I'm even luckier. I got none.
Hey, yeah, they're neurotypical. We can target them. Quick, get the normie.
Well, this was fun. Guest star TinyDrawingsOnPaper. Gotta go. Bye, guys.
You guys are funny. Okay, so bye now, guys.
See ya.
Remember, interests are special, fixations are hyper. Bye, guys, bye!